Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 32 of my Wood Elf campaign. We're nearing my self-imposed victory conditions, which are the destruction of Altdorf, because fuck Altdorf and fuck Karl Franz. But first we have Karak Azgraz here with Volkmar the Grim in charge. Apparently Volkmar's been left here to garrison Karak Azgraz. Unfortunate for him, obviously, because Orion's turned up. Partly because we want to, obviously, kill Volkmar, but also because we need to win a battle, well, 3 battles, for the Spear of Crynsos, Orion's legendary lord weapon, magical weapon. We've got Gold Squadron coming in here. They've got a Hellblaster volley gun, which we're going to deal with. They've also got I mean, look at this. I wanted to flame the volley cannon, but look at all this infantry all bunched up. I mean, that is... Oh, yes. Oh, I love the smell of roasting humans in the morning. Now, we are... Gold Leader's trying to open fire on the Hellblaster volley gun, but they're shooting him, which is, I think, unsporting, frankly. That's just not cricket, is it? So we're going to just flank around a little bit and then breathe fire on the Hellblaster volley cannon that you saw in the background there. That Sweetleaf took a bit of a fireball to the chops, which was not great. She's healed herself though, or I think she will. She heal herself? Maybe not. I mean, she'll be fine. She'll be okay. And Gold Squadron, having dealt with the Hellblaster volley guns, are now buggering off back to our lines. And that means the entire enemy army is going to now have to march towards us. Which is my preference, to be honest. I would prefer to be on the defensive. I always prefer to be on the defensive, to be honest. It's just more, I think, especially when you're playing a campaign, it's more efficient, I think. You don't want to be on the attack unless you can help it, because you tend to take more damage that way. And to be honest, being efficient in the campaign is all about limiting the amount of damage you take. So here comes the enemy army. We've got lots of halberdiers, swordsmen, Empire Knights there, some crossbows, huntsmen, and here's Volkmar with his two little bodyguards. Warrior priests are very imposing. Look at that. Ooh. Saucy, very saucy. On our right flank, the Wild Riders are currently hiding in the forest, and of course Gold Squadron holding on the left. And in the middle we've got Orion's classic force. Here comes some Outriders, and Orion's already chucking spears at them. And, you know, doing quite a chunk of damage there. By the looks of it, what's that? 4 dead? 4 dead. You don't really want to get in range of Orion, to be honest. It's probably a bad idea. Outriders. They're moving in range of our archers, and I can't help but feel that's probably not the best. No, that wasn't. As plans go, poor. I would. Not great. So the Empire Knights, having seen how the Outriders did, decided to try the exact same tactic. And that's going as well as can be expected. Orion miss. Huh. Oh well, here we go. The Prey of Aneth Rayma has been cast on them. That locks them in place and also removes their missile resistance. So, as you can imagine, that has predictable results when you then focus fire them. Here comes another unit of Knights. They're going to get similar treatment, just getting significantly perforated with arrows there. That's, yeah, and those units are off. So now we just have to really deal with the infantry, as Gold Squadron finishing off the last unit of Reichsguard, just eating them. And the Wild Riders are now hanging around behind the army, picking off their missile units, which means the infantry doesn't really know what way to turn. Bit of lag there for some reason. So we're just going to target down with our archers any unit which is a danger to the Wild Riders. So that includes things like halberdiers, spears, all that kind of thing. But otherwise, this is basically we're just playing with them at this point. This is just messing with them. We do have a bit of a blob of infantry down here, wild riders, sort of ignored. But here comes Goldie. Now Goldie, to be careful, because we do have some wild riders in. Yep, that's your. Okay, well that was one wild rider. It was not the end of the world. And then Goldie is going to jump in on the fights. Wild riders everywhere. And they're carnivorous stags. I assume they're carnivorous anyway. The Teutonian guards in the middle there. They're slightly more resilient than the other infantry, but by themselves they're not gonna win the fight. And then our wild riders just spreading out, chasing down any fleeing unit. Of course, the enemy army would be destroyed because this is a settlement battle. And there goes Volkmar off into the distance. It's quite impressive he can run so fast in a dress. Good job, Volkmar. Oh. That was one of the battles we needed to win for Orion's spear, because he needs to get psyched up before he goes and grasps the shaft of his mighty spear. He needs to get, just, you know, work that, pump it up, all that kind of, you know, that stuff. Good. So there we go. Only lost 11, and you know what? Just so the Skaven don't get it, we're going to seed it. Because another outpost is never a bad idea. Let's take foraging groves. That seems like sensible. And public order, because obviously we've got riddled with Skaven corruption, and Orion has ranked up. We're going to get Rain of Spines. So obviously that's going to speed up our missile damage, and it's already fairly terrifying, so why not add some more. Dido is level 31. He's pretty much going to have all the skills, I think, by this point. So we'll just grab Assault Garrison. Go for that one. Seems good, seems sensible. Durthu. Do I want to move? Right, so we need to win 2 more battles. 2 more battles? Yeah, 2 more battles. So, I mean, we've got some armies wandering around down here, so I think there's, you know, there's more than enough here to keep us busy. But
absolutely not.
Do I want to do something about Wolfram up there? And are these guys in range of the city? No. Not even bloody close. In that case, why don't we meander over here? Maybe grab... I mean, I don't really need 3 units of Wild Riders. Not that they really cost an awful lot. Let's get some Glade Guard just to bulk it out. Brion did fall to bloody Boris, Todgerbringer. And I need that back. So we are... Oh, wait. He's only got 1 mortar.
Can I offer assistance?
That's probably okay, isn't it? We can probably take that out.
Sigmar forbids this.
What's he got? He's got some crossbows, he's got some knights, he's just got a bunch of crappy infantry, and whatever the hell... Karaberg Greatswords. A legendary unit. Huh. Well. Well, I never. Well, your garrison isn't there, so we're just going to have to fight your army, and it's already a little bit beaten up. I'm going to pop the Banner of Swiftness on the Durthu's Wargrove, I think, just to help them out a bit, because they are bloody 37 without the banner. So we'll pop that on them, and they're still, you know, really bloody slow, but at least there's something there. Anyway, so we're going to kill Boris again, because he's a... Well, he does have a fabulous mutton chops and moustache combo there. That is pretty... If nothing else, he has that. Okay, well, let's go and kill him now. Why does Boris have to do this to me? I mean, I'll point out that the only reason I'm at war with Boris is because of Bordelot. And who is he attacking? Not Bordelot. Bloody Albric. Should never listen to him. So Araro's taking a little bit of fire, but he's going to dodge out of the way. And we just need to move up a little bit so we can... I think we have slightly longer range than the enemy, so we need to use that against them. Sisters of the Thorn, just behind this unit of Empire Knights, and they're going to cause quite a lot of damage by launching their javelins, as you can see there. That's like it stinks. Yep, that looks... Yep, good. Okay, good. That's the thing. Okay, so the enemy army is now moving up. They've got several units of Free Company militia, swordsmen, some crossbows, more Empire Knights on their right flank. A little bit of missile fire exchange going on here. Free Company militia getting perforated considerably. And a nice pit of shades going off there. It's going to destroy a unit of spears and flagellants. Nice work. And in the forest, we've engaged the Empire Knights. Now, obviously, the Sisters of Thorn aren't quite Wild Riders, but they hold their own. There's certainly nothing wrong with the Sisters of Thorn. In fact, in some ways, they're actually considerably better. Unit of Empire Knights being driven off from our main line. And Iraro has spotted Boris as Boris Todgerbringer. And he's going to get charged. And Iraro is going to absolutely just mess him up. I mean, Boris does not stand a chance. It's just embarrassing. However, that mortar needs to die because it's being a bit of a pain. And that's what the Sisters of Thorn are doing. They've dropped the Prey of Anathema on the Curse of Anarime, even, sorry, on the pikemen. So that's slowed them down, and it means they can make a quick attack on the mortar and then break away. And that's one of the strengths of the Sisters of Thorn. Their little buffs that they have, which is very good. Unit of Spearmen and some Empire Knights fighting the Wildwood Rangers. Wildwood Rangers very much outclassing the Spearmen. We've got more Wildwood Rangers charging into the rear of this unit of swordsmen. And there's Araro just making absolute mess of these swordsmen. Boris, I think, is running away, or has he run away? I think Boris is running away. I think he tried to get away. The Karabberg great swords have been destroyed, completely surrounded and torn to pieces, and the Sisters of Thorn just chasing down the last few units. There are still a couple of units that are still fairly intact. You've got unit of spears, unit of Free Company militia, and crossbows. But with our entire army pretty much intact, it's not really going to be much of a competition. I mean, the Durthu's Wargrove haven't even got engaged yet. Sisters of the Thorn in the background there, just tearing through units of Imperial infantry. And our archers targeting anyone else who gets away. Bye bye, Boris. And that sent Boris packing once more, and I can have my sodding port back now. Thank you very much. We've got a screaming banner made out of Boris's face. Don't know how that would work. How would you even... It would have holes in it. Would that be a proper banner? It's not a sail, is it? Probably be okay. Probably doesn't matter. Right, okay, so what I want to do is trade. Who can I trade with?
You wrong. We know Miss Tail.
I know.
Very real.
No,
Can help aid.
Okay. Okay, good. Can I have... Really? I just feel like you really should be giving me... No, there might be something wrong there, because I don't know why they're not agreeing to it. There doesn't seem to be... Easy dominated and prone to flee. I mean, I'm strength rank 1 at the moment, so...
Who seeks me?
I do. Hello, Technis.
Wise to waste my time.
I want a trade agreement. Tell you what. You can give me some money for it.
All right.
There we go. No problem. Got a trade agreement sorted. And who else could we potentially trace?
Behold the majesty of the Phoenix Court.
It's lovely.
Very
yep.
well.
Good. Trade agreement there. And anyone else? Anyone else? Clan Nor.
The great horned rat favors
No.
Mimi.
You.
Secure your demise.
You don't want a trade agreement. Fine. Clan Nor is out. Hexotl? You said that. You said this. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I know. Non-aggression pact? No. Okay. Well, trade agreement is good enough. Good enough, to be honest. I'm happy with that.
These are dark times.
Iraro, you, my fine feathered blacksmith friend, are going to, I think, maybe impenetrable bark. You're all about the armours, aren't you? So maybe that. I think that's quite thematic. So we'll go for impenetrable bark. That's going to give you 131 armour. Jeez. And Deatok, you. I mean, I do love the Pit of Shades. Pit of Shades is great. Let's maybe get more Winds of Magic. That, I think, is going to be my preferred option there. Or Trilliot, do you want to just carry on up the coast, see if we can spot anything? Oh, there's one there. Go after that. Dotane, you assault whatever this guy's called. Yep, good job. What I like to see. Azurit, you little tree scampy monster thing. Go and damage the walls. Good job there. Let's make you damage more walls because we're going to need that skill. Oh look, we have more armies from right, Boris.
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Boris, can we look, mate, look. I just think that maybe you really. Are you sure you haven't got the eye patch on the other eye, mate? Because I'm giving you, like, a lot of money. You are strength rank 4, though. To be... How? What the heck? Who? Wait, strength rank, right. So I'm at 1. Kids left at 2. Dwarves at 3. Midland 4. Reichlands are dropped to 8. Interesting. And, weirdly... Clan Skryri are at... strength rank 23 with 29 settlements. What the hell's going on there? It's a bit odd. I mean, not for this campaign. For this campaign, it's pretty much par for the course. But in general, I would consider it a bit odd. Luon's still wandering around the forest like a... Get out. Go on. Get lost. Go and harass someone else, honestly. Oh yeah, you. Do I know what to do with you? I don't really have anything to do with. Maybe go to Norska. I just want to see what's going on in Norska. What do you mean the ancients won't bloody allow it? Get in the bloody water. Stop whinging. No, it doesn't. Stop. Yeah, the Wood Elves. Jesus, they're just the worst. Oh, he's been made Reichsmarshal after being assaulted by a Wood Elf. What's going... Are these still owned by... What are these territories over here? Ruins. Skaven Ruins. I think maybe I would change the Skaven to only pop up if they've been destroyed. So you would have the same number of Skaven factions in a campaign, and maybe if Clan Moors was wiped out, for example, and there were ruins in Lustria, potentially Clan Moors would pop up, but they wouldn't keep popping up in random locations all over the world. Now, while I do want to finish off this campaign, I don't want to rush it. I do want to get Orion's spear before we go to Altdorf and burn it to the ground. So I'm keeping that in mind. Something I do like, though, is the fact that the Empire is still fairly strong, whereas often in a vanilla campaign they do tend to die to vampires pretty early on. Okay, Marius Beckberg has critically failed to wound Azrit. Nice work. Conrad, First Fiddler, has been assaulting Paravon. Gore Blood Drink has been spotted. Raiding. We got oh, good. Public order technology. That's going to come in useful. Iraro is severe. He's very grumpy, his old Iraro. He's not great. Okay, how much? We got 18 amber. It's not bad. It's not bad. Melee and missile damage when fighting beasts, but more has near growth near. Enemy siege holdout time meh. Global recruitment, don't really need it. More power reserve potentially. Hoeth Lord of Wisdom though will give us diplomatic relations with High Elves, and it'll also give us a tech that increases income from ports by 200%, which would be quite nice. So I think what we're going to do is get Hoeth, Lord of Wisdom. Only a fool claims to have nothing to learn. The wise seek the guidance of Hoeth, Lord of Wisdom. So we're going to go with that. And then I'm going to go and see who's down here. With Ruth. That's where Ruth's going to go.
Orders?
Otrolio.
Treading softly.
You're going to go after that. What you're going to do? Oh, there's some bits and pieces floating around we can pick up. There it is.
Yes, silently.
Yep, they're still heading over to the coast. So we're going to have to keep that protected. We do have Liv. Liv is here. That's, well, it's not really. Could be a problem. It's probably okay. It's probably okay. Right, Azrit, can you damage the walls? Yep, good job. And we've got some armies down here that we want to hunt and kill. So let's. Oh, hello. There's a few more armies than I actually suspected. Okay, well let's set up an ambush, and let's maybe bring Durthu over as well as ambushy backup, just in case, because I don't think Helmgart's any problem, and even if it was in any trouble, even if it was, it wouldn't be really too much of a problem. Luon has buggered off. Excellent. How are you feeling about us? It's improving.
So, do you come to Bretonia's friend or enemy?
How about if I give you 21k? How much money have I got? 35. You know what, Luon? I actually kind of want to keep my money, so I'm going to keep my money for the moment. But if you wouldn't mind just buggering off and heading north back to your home, that would be grand. Let's see what these Ostland armies do. Is that I think it's Ostland. I'm fairly sure it's Ostland. Oh, goddammit, Firth Fiddler. Nosbaka. Okay, here come the Midland armies. They've got multiple stacks heading down the coast. Going to have to deal with that. Have we been spotted? We have been spotted. Now, we have been spotted, but they didn't spot Durthu. So, in fact, we've got 6 dragons here. They do have 8 mortars and quite a few wizards, actually. We haven't actually seen any enemy wizards. But they've got quite a few here. Well, 2. The Life Wizard and is that a wild magic. Okay, so I think, well, I mean, this is going to be a cakewalk because obviously we've got Durthu and Orion, the dream team, obviously. So we're definitely going to fight this. This will cut off. Let's do another battle for Orion as well. Get us one step closer to that spear, and I think we should be able to destroy. What's the settlement to the north called? Whatever that one is. It doesn't have walls. It should be a fairly easy one. We can trash that, take it, get that third battle, and then do Orion's spear. So that's all coming up. Unfortunately, it's going to have to wait until next time because we have run out of time. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.